right, hey everyone, it's Gravity Consultant. Oh, it's been quite the adventure. 90 days from starting with the inbound closer group, the Accelerator program. That was the first program that I bought. That was November 10th, so it's exactly 90 days ago. So a lot has happened since then, and I want to share with you a little bit about that journey because I think it's helpful. This is kind of what got me started on this journey. I watched an ad with Peyton Welch and I was hooked. The second I saw the ad, I watched it a couple of times, and the second time I bought the Accelerator program for, I think it was like $97. And then I saw some other channels that were doing reviews, specifically Jay Daniel. I loved his channel, loved his reviews and stuff, and I thought, I'm going to give this thing a try. So I got the Accelerator, so thanks Daniel for that, just for creating content. I really appreciate it, and I believe he works for Traffic and Funnels now as well, which is very cool to see. I like watching people's journey. So for me, I think the sticking point for a lot of people was the idea of whether or not you can get your first client within 21 days. When I was in the Facebook group, I was watching people come in to the group, and then a couple of weeks later, they would get a client. And I'm like, how are these people doing it? What's going on? And I realized that there are people coming into this program with different sets of skills. Some people absolutely kill it out of the gate. Excuse me. And some people take their time, like I did. I wanted to go through all the material. I didn't want to sound like a fool on the phone. So for me, I needed to build my confidence up. I needed to build my skills up, all this kind of stuff. So I was okay with taking my time. I wasn't in a rush. But if you're in a rush and you're like, I just need a client, I don't care about the skills, I need a client, you can probably get a client within a week or so. But are they going to be totally happy with your skills because you're just learning the system, and maybe you're going to make some mistakes at their expense? I wasn't willing to do that. I wanted my skill level to be as good as I possibly can make it, and I'm still improving. I still take notes. I still tweak my script every single day. So it is a journey. No matter what anyone says to you, it is a journey, and it's going to take time. And it just depends where you are financially. If you're desperate, people are going to feel that as well. If you're desperate, to get a client and all this kind of stuff. And the last thing you want to do is lose a client because you're making silly mistakes. So I wasn't prepared to do that. So that's why I took my time. Now I have my first client. I'm actually going through their, looking through their product, all the pain points, why people would want to get this coaching program. They have 3 of them. It's over a period of 90 days. And the first one is $4,800 and $6,800, and another one at $9,800, and I get 15% commission. And they just started with their paid ads, and those are starting to trickle in. So hopefully by next week, I get a couple of leads coming my way, and then I just book them into my calendar whenever I want. And these are people that are actually interested in their coaching, their mentorship. They've been in their Facebook group. They know a little bit about who they are. They may even know just as much or more than me about the person that I work with. I'll be sharing a little bit more about that in other videos, but I just wanted to give you a snapshot of the progression from start to finish. And like I said, I started November 10th. 90 days goes by just like that. And I'm actually going to be going through the Accelerator a third time. Eli Wild is one of the instructors, which I follow, and the guy is amazing. So I actually bumped into another group, Matt Ryder out of the Sales Sniper. He actually came out of Traffic and Funnels, and I would compare this guy right up there with Eli Wild. And this guy crushed it in traffic and funnels so much that he started making his own. He developed his own business, and he has sales training, all this kind of stuff. But it just depends which tribe you want to follow. So I follow the Sales Sniper as well. And it's kind of interesting because on this Sunday, Eli Wild, Matt Ryder from Sales Sniper, and Marco Cortese are, he's Italian, and the three of them are doing a workshop on how to overcome objections and all this kind of stuff. And it's like $27 or something, and it all goes to charity, to the firefighters in Australia. So I'm going to be in on that Zoom call, so that's kind of interesting. That's this Sunday at 3 o'clock my time. No, 1 o'clock my time. So that's pretty cool. Like, the rabbit hole goes deep. I'm telling you, it goes deep once you're in. It's almost, it is true, the saying, you gotta, in order to play, you gotta pay. So that's why I invested in myself, buying courses and all that kind of stuff, because you start networking with people that are making $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month. So once you start hanging out with those type of people, your income has no choice but to go up. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, there's lots of cool things coming down the pipes that I'm going to be sharing, so you don't want to miss it. So subscribe, like this video if you like these type of videos. Every few weeks I'm going to be giving you an update and sharing with you a little bit about my commissions, all this kind of stuff, because it is a process. Like, I'm signing a contract today as well, and you got to learn the software, the CRM software as well. You got to learn about the products. You got to learn about the owner a little bit and how they've been selling. So I'm going to be listening to recordings of previous sales, so I could tweak things into how I speak and how I close and all this kind of stuff. So that takes a process as well on top of it. But that's the fun part. The fun part is actually working with a client. And we've already had 3 or 4 Zoom calls, which is awesome. And I love it. And I will continue to love it. So there we go. That's it. I'm going to go have a coffee. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning right now, so I'm a little tired. I will admit. A little sleepy today. A little sleepy. But I hope this helps, guys. I really do. And if you're struggling with $97 and you're like, I'm so scared, then maybe you need to go get another job. Maybe you need to save up a little bit more and that kind of stuff, because you're scared. But if you're willing to invest in yourself, including buying books, listening to audiobooks every day, which is what I do. I listen to Jim Rohn, listen to what successful entrepreneurs do every day. I'm immersing myself probably 4 to 6 hours a day. I'm listening to audiobooks. I'm reading. I have a couple books here that I'm going through right now. This one here is Getting to Yes, Negotiating Agreement Without Giving In. Like, it's just, you got to digest all this stuff on a daily basis. And the learning gets easier because you're familiar with the systems that are in place, all this kind of stuff. So this is the fun time. So I know I'm rambling a little bit, but hope that helps. And don't forget to subscribe. You can also go to my website if you want to know how to get your first client, get leads to your website, all this kind of stuff. It's gravityconsultant.com. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.